Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning everyone. Today I will discuss to you about chapter 2 standard form. In chapter 2 have two subtopics. First is scientific figures and then second standard form. But today I will discuss to you about first subtopic, scientific figures. But before we start, I will discuss to you about the lesson objective. First is explain the meaning of scientific figures and thus determine the number of scientific figures of a number. Okay, next, round of a number to a certain number of scientific figures. Okay, next is 2.1 scientific figures. What does scientific figures mean and how do you determine the number of scientific figures of a number? Okay. We use measurement in many situations in our daily life. Example of frequently used measurement are length, distance, mass, temperature, area, and speed. Sebenarnya, scientific figures ini kita lalui dalam kehidupan seharian kita. Sebagai contoh, kita menimbang beras, sesuatu beras tersebut, contoh beras, mengukur jarak dari satu tempat ke satu tempat, mengukur ketinggian dan sebagainya. Okay. The estimation of a measurement can be done using approximations. For example, the distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 km. This value is an estimation calculated using certain method and step as an approximation. Okay. Gambar gajah sebelah itu menunjukkan jarak antara bumi dengan bulan. Okay, seterusnya, the degree of estimation of a measurement to the actual value shows the level of accuracy of the measurement. The skill in making estimation and approximation can help you in many situations in daily life. Okay, next, in general, have 5 general. First is all non-zero digit are scientific figures. For example, read this one and delete this. Example 6, 4, 5 have 3 scientific figures. Next example is 7, 0, 0 is 1 scientific figures. Kenapa ini disebut satu scientific figures? Because semua digit yang bukan sifar ialah angka berarti. Ini bermaksud yang angka berarti sebab ia bukannya sifar. Okay, next is the digit 0 between a 0 digit is a scientific figures. For example, this one. Wait, I delete this one. For example, this 2, 0, 0, 0 can have 4 scientific figures. Next can have 3 scientific figures. Next can have 2 scientific figures. And last have 1 scientific figures. Ini bergantung dengan kehendak soalan. Okay. Next is the digit 0. The digit 0 at the end of an integer is a scientific figures according to the level of accuracy required. This example is, delete this one again. For example, 708 have 3 scientific figures. Next example, 5003 have 4 scientific figures. Okay, next, the digit 0 at the end of a decimal is a scientific figures because it determine the level of accuracy of decimal. For example, this one is this one is 9.0 have 2 scientific figures. Next example is 1.005 have 4 significant figures. Okay, next, last is the digit 0 before the first non-zero digit is not a significant figures. For example, this one is for example, this is 0.12 have 2 significant figures. Next example is 0.045 have 3 significant figures. Okay. Next is how do you determine the number of significant figures in the symbol? Okay. Ini akan menunjukkan, kamu boleh tengok sendiri ya. Nanti the next is how do you round off a number to certain number of significant figures? Okay. For example, this one, a round of each of the following number two significant figures. Question 8, 63479 into significant figures. Dari 6 pergi ke kiri, 6, 3 bermaksud kita tengok tepi 3 tu, kalau lebih dari 5 kita tambah 1 nombor 3. Okay, macam ini contoh dia. Sebagai contoh, this one 6, 3, 4, 7, 9. Okay, 1, 2. This one kita tengok nombor ini kalau lebih 5 kita tambah 1, kalau kurang tak perlu tambah apa-apa. So jadi 6, 3, 0, 0, 0. This one have 2 significant figures. Okay. Begitu soalan yang seterusnya juga. Ini next sama juga. Okay, sekian. Itu saja penerangan saya hari ini. Sekian, terima kasih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning everyone. Okay, today is part 2, subtopic 2.2 standard form. Okay, before we start, I will discuss to you about the learning objective. Okay, first, recognize and write number in standard form. Second, perform basic arithmetic operations involving number in standard form. Last is solve problem involving number in standard form. Okay, how do you recognize and write number in standard form? Many scientific fields such as astronomy, biology, physics, and engineering frequently use numbers that are too big or too small in their research. These numbers are written in standard form to make writing easier. Standard form is a way to write a single number in the form. For example, A times 10 times n, where is 1 is lebih kecil ataupun sama besar dengan A dan A lebih kecil daripada N and N is an integer. For example, the land areas of Malaysia is 3030 and 803,000 and 2. This value can be written as 3.308 times 10 times 11 m times 2 or 3.30808 times 10 times 11 m times 2 or depending on the number of significant figures required. Okay, how do you change a single number to standard form? When a single number is changed to standard form, first, number which value more than 1 is written as a positive index. Now, number 3 is number which value less than 1 is written as a negative index. For example, 28 sama dengan 2.8 times 10. Next is 2.0 equal 2.80 times 100 equal 2.8 times 10 times 2. Okay, next is how are the basic arithmetic operations involving standard form performed. Okay, this one we can calculate this, use the calculator. How do you solve problem involving number in standard form? Okay, this one you can baca. Okay, for basic arithmetic, for example, this one example for standard form. A times 10 times n. This one is formula. Okay, for example, 2.8 equal 2.8 times 10. Ini dipindahkan bagi sini yang menjadi 2.8 darab 10. Okay. Untuk question nomor 2, 280 equal 2.80 times 100. Okay, equal 2.8 times 10 times 2. Why? Kenapa ini times dalam kuasa 2? Disebabkan ini didarab dengan 100. Okay. Next is 2.73 times 10 times 3 plus 5.92 plus 10 times 3 equal kurungan 2.73 plus 5.92 kurungan times 10 times 3 equal 8.65. Ini ditambah macam biasa ya. Okay, kalkulator macam biasa and then times 3. Okay, bagi dengan 3, kuasakan dengan 3. Okay, next question is 3 darab 10 kuasa 5 darab 4.9 darab 10 kuasa 2. Okay, kita bagi kurungankan dua benda ini. Okay, darab dengan 10 kuasa 5 tambah 10 kuasa tambah dengan kuasa ini just tambahkan je. Okay, macam ini. Okay, ini didarab macam biasa kurungan, jadi ini. Okay, darab 10 kuasa 7. 7 ini dapat dari mana? Ini 5 tambah 3 sama dengan 7. Okay, kurungan 1.47 darab 10 kuasa 1 darab 10 kuasa 7. Okay, 10 kuasa 1 ini dipindahkan pergi ke depan, ini pindahkan pergi ke depan, jadi 10 kuasa 1. Okay, 1.47 darab 10 kuasa 1 tambah 7 sama dengan 1.47 darab 10 kuasa 8. Ini question. Yang last is 5.9 darab 10 kuasa 5 bahagi 2 darab 10 kuasa 2. Jawapan 5.9 kuasa 2 darab 10 kuasa 5 tolak 2. Kenapa ditolak? Sebab ini dibahagi 5 tolak dengan 2 kuasa 2. Okey, jawapannya ini dibahagi macam biasa, dapat jawapan ini 2.95 darab 10 kuasa 3. Kuasa 3 ini dapat dari sini 5 tolak 2 sama dengan 3. Okey, itu saja.